playing Tactician. It's been a week in-game since last you watched, if you're following this series. So it's the 19th of August, and what happened is that I will show off a handful of new nice kind of bothersome UI bugs and a couple of old ones as well that still remains. But an army, we have 3 Union armies sitting around Cumberland Gap here. They're not very large. Kentucky Force 3,500, Department of Ohio 850, although they are recruiting up to 6,000. But for now, Army of Eastern Tennessee under Pickett is defending the Cumberland Pass, being put on defensive mode. Apparently the Union Army is on defensive as well, so it results in a siege. What's interesting here is we're talking around 1,000 Union cavalry with 3 artillery pieces facing around 3,000 Confederates, as you can see, and yet the Union is winning this with a 72% chance. As you know, the tooltip inside the siege menu and the tooltip now, if you hover over sieges here, this still gives me a 43% chance of victory, so it's less than 50. Of course it doesn't, it's not the same chance as here, it's different. So you have 2 different tooltips giving a different potential outcome for the same battle or siege. This is an old one, this is not what I want to show. But the thing is, I don't understand why the Union Army has a better chance to win this. They're outnumbered 3-1. They are attacking. Like, what is it the game considers they are superior? My guess, no, actually, you know what? I'm actually at green readiness, halfway up to the full max readiness. I was thinking maybe the Union Army has high readiness and my has low or intermediate. That's not either. So just somehow he's a 1-star, that's a 2-star command. This is what irks me about the game. It's like all the time you have to stop the game and ask yourself, why is it this way? And most of the time I realized it's just the game doesn't work as it should. But you have to constantly ask yourself, and it, for me, it gets overwhelming and quite bothersome and annoying, and it's hard work to play the game. So anyway, I wanted to show you, since has been since I opened up the new patch, but the problem is it's also a new AOM mod patch. So both the base game is modded and the patch. So I can say this is the new patch of the vanilla game. I would guess it is, but I can't prove it since I am playing a mod. So if I go into an army, oh, this is under siege as well. This makes more sense to me. Let's compare. This is around Alexandria, north of Richmond. I'm sitting on Manassas Depot here with the Army of Potomac. Okay. Well, here's an old one. You are inside. Oh, there it is. So we're around 23,000 troops, and they have around 17. And that gives us a slightly better chance to win. 60% probability. The victory balance is 65-35, right? Even the tooltip up here, the siege tooltip, says 56% chance of victory. Like, it's a bit above 50%, and I have a bit above 50% of the troops in the siege or skirmish combat, whatever this is supposed to represent. But anyway, the outcome of this siege battle I can understand, even though it has different odds in 3 different places. So let's say I wanted to examine my... It's a bit sluggish here now. Oh yeah, I am running my browser open in the background and streaming. So, and here's a new one. Every time, let's say I want to replace weapon. Oh, yeah, this is an old one, but it happens all the time now. This only happened very occasionally, that the game locks up and you can't access units. See, I'm clicking on them and it doesn't change anything. It's just locked inside. Even if I close the menu, I can't remember, but I think they used to fix it. So you can get into the armies now. I think the only way to fix this is to restart the scenario. This is a pretty serious bug, isn't it? I mean, it keeps happening all the time. If you don't have any quality control at all, you let this happen and you release a patch, major patch, and but it could be my version of the game. I guess people would be yelling a bit more about this. I'm just gonna call this save 1. So, this happens a lot. That you have to exit the game and get back inside again, just to be able to access your troops. Okay, so that's one. Also, as soon as you change a leader or weapon now, when you close that menu to do that, you will be placed into another army unit. Constantly, every time. It's not occasionally, it's all the time. That didn't happen before, because it almost makes the game, well, no, it doesn't make it unplayable, but it's an extreme bug. Like every time you do a change for a unit, leader or weapon, you will end up inside. I'll show you as soon as we get back into the game. I can't understand if it's only me. If it isn't, how can they release a new patch this way? Yeah, I retreated army in West Virginia under Walker all the way up from here in Charleston down here to build a depot on the railway, and this time it only cost like 900,000 instead of 1.4 million. It's definitely that depots cost different amount of money. It's not a constant sum. I wonder if it has something to do with the size of the army building it, but it shouldn't, because they would just, it's a depot like any other depot. They should cost the same. So now when we restart it, I can access Walker's army. I'm gonna check this out there. So let's see. I don't want you to use reboard musket. This is the army of West Virginia. We're gonna go on. So you should have Springfield muskets instead, I decided. I'm now in army of West Virginia instead. That's another army, right? Or is it still the same? I'm still in the same army. Okay, so it doesn't happen always. That's weird. I thought it always happened. Okay, let's go again. Here we go. You have Springfield muskets. Yes. I don't want to do that. I want to use old smooth bores. Oh, you're now. Oh, this is the army northwest. It's the right. So. Okay. Apparently, it's not 100% to trigger it. Okay, I stand corrected. But what I'm saying is that a lot of times I end up with closing the upgrade weapon menu. Upgrade, and when I select it, this will be another army here. Just a garrison, a fort, another army, random. What else? Maybe it's when you exchange leaders. Now, I suggest you skip to the next video. This is gonna be mega boring because I'm gonna resolve this. I don't accept 800 cavalry sitting and besieging me when I can just engage them and defeat them 3-1. It's an easy win for me, but it's probably gonna be a super boring battle. They should withdraw. Okay, so maybe that bug where you end up in the wrong army, it doesn't trigger as often as I thought. I just been playing with it for like first it triggers and from then on it always happens once the bug has triggered, and then so next time I encounter it probably should restart the scenario. I thought it actually happened triggered every time I opened a new. Okay, so here's another one. I'm defending my position now. I was sitting on the location. I had defensive stance on my army, but I was the one who engaged and tried to drive the enemy back. And there was a patch note saying that this was fixed. Well, it's kind of hard to understand the patch note what it actually says, but apparently I can just force the enemy to attack me. I feel that's a bit unfair, therefore I'm gonna go on the offensive and drive him off the battlefield. But so that gives us an opportunity to see if they really had fixed that, and they hadn't. Because in this case, I should have to drive the enemy away from. I just don't think it's fair to force the AI to attack you when. Well, they came here to siege me. Sure, fine. But if I sally out of my fieldworks and attack. And it's also 3 o'clock at night. I don't know why it happens once in a while that you get night battles. I don't know what makes it become a night battle. I was under the impression it was very rare with night battles during the Civil War. And it is very rare in the game. It's not like it happens often, so I guess I'm most surprised it happens at all. Wow. Maybe I should have our auto resolve this one. Daytime, nighttime. Daytime, nighttime. Well, the Union cavalry could very well be outflanking me and going to the victory location here. I wouldn't know about that, but... Okay, I spread them out on the road, so I'm just gonna hope that they don't bunch up too much if I give them... I wish there was an order where you could have them line up in, instead of column next to each other, like have them column one after each other along a road. Ooh, yeah, there is a setting to use roads. That would be here. Bugle range, use cover, detach, rally, use roads. Okay, so I have use roads enabled. If you wanted to march in the terrain, that's not what I'm talking about at all here. No Union cavalry sighted. 4 o'clock in the morning. Maybe they're just withdrawing. Here It's their exit point. I learned that you can actually withdraw during combat from one of those positions. You right click on it with the unit selected, I think. Okay, no Union army so far. I probably have to march all the way up here, and then you'll see the Union cavalry coming swooping in to the victory location, and I'll have to march back. That would be fun. Interesting. Pickett is a brigade general, and he is in command of a corps. The armies now, 1861, are called... They are corps, as a matter of fact. They have 3 stars, they don't have 4 stars. They're called armies, but they are in fact... But I wasn't aware you could place a brigadier general as the commander of a corps or army. 1861 army. Maybe you can. Oh, he's disrupted now from marching on his own on the road. Cool. No sight of the Union army. Bit weird. .30 in the morning. With daylight, maybe I get better scouting range. Yeah, I could have sent my cavalry away somewhere, but they should be up here somewhere, unless they're outflanking me. No. Picket H. Oh, here they are. Okay, so the so the AI cleverly, most cunningly, positioned his 2 cavalry brigades inside the forest on the dark ridge up here. Okay. Well, I don't know what to say about the AI in this game, except it's very bad. That's all I can say. I'm sorry. Sounds like, what the hell? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to advance uphill. They are defending the top of a height, so they have that height advantage. That's good, but they shouldn't be taking this fight at all. And like I could just sit here and wait for my victory locate points to trickle in, and the only reason I'm attacking them is for like role-playing reasons. I'm limiting myself from just... When you see this shield blink, I gain more victory points, and at the end I will kick him off the map and he will retreat. So I could do that, but it would be too boring. We got some winded troops here. Right, I forgot. Long range. So this is a cute little army that the AOM mod gives you. 3,000 troops, 1 cavalry unit. It's actually 700 Tennessee cavalry. First battle. Yeah, this should be the first battle for all of these troops. No, not the Fort Pillow garrison. They've been in combat. Actually, so I moved these 13 guns, gave them Parrott rifles, because I had exactly 13 Parrott rifles. So this is the largest battery I could find on the map. But they have battle experience because, I don't know where they got that. Maybe they were in the Fort Sumter bombardment or something. Okay. we're gonna move up as soon as we have our skirmishes out. I think we're gonna dismount and spread out the cavalry as well. Yeah, let's go. Will the skirmishers move up on their own accord? Or do you have to move? They run across in a weird way. Yeah, they seem to be advancing ahead of the. I guess Waltall's brigade is too small. 600 troops to release skirmishers. I am. Yeah. I hope you're super excited about this battle. I'm not. Maybe you are. Takes them forever to get into position. And McClaw is a good brigadier as well, from Tennessee. No, from Georgia. He's from Georgia. But he's a good commander. Waltall's troops are still winded. They're very tired from marching today. These guys are tired as well. These guys are very tired. I suppose it's marching uphill. I thought they're also disrupted, their cohesion. I thought they were in good shape when they were down here on the road after the road march. So maybe it's advancing uphill in the forest that exhausts them so much. No, you know what I think it might be? Waltall's brigade was on the very left, but he's now in the center. So I think it might have been the brigades mixing themselves up. That usually causes a lot of tiredness and cohesion. So that's the problem I have. If you give a division order for the entire division to move up, usually they mix up the individual brigades, which is very bad. So you're almost forced to placing your brigades individually. If you don't, you're in trouble. But now they're well rested. Yeah, let's see. I don't want to get my artillery charged, because the AI has a tendency to suicide charge your cavalry or artillery. They don't mind doing that, even if they die in the progress. Because, well, I mean, taking out artillery batteries with but sometimes it's not worth it. The AI doesn't care. It can't make that decision. It always goes for it, basically. Are they moving a bit now? Yeah, the cavalry is withdrawing. Is it? It's moving. It's doing something. I don't want to use the division command anymore because it's, as I said, it's very bad a lot of times. But we're getting close to them now. I guess my skirmishes opened up on them. Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna send in the other skirmishes here from Bates' brigade. I'll engage with Paul's troops as well. I'll push up the brigade here. Oh my god, they are already in bad shape. Not good. Just give them. Okay. So that's a super exciting way. They said that they had worked on the AI to fix this kind of behavior. I mean, that was when the AI attacked you, but I'm just saying that This cavalry army shouldn't be besieging this infantry army 1 to 3 odds. It's just oh god. Okay, it's 16 minutes left to I hope we can inflict some losses before. I'm just gonna give the entire division order to fire. So, I suppose you can do automated resolution of the combat. I don't see a way around doing super boring battles. Well, you shouldn't record them and stream them and put them up on YouTube, but this was kind of an example of like why. It's rather pointless. You have to agree with me on that. It's not great. You know, can I attack these guys in melee? Even though they're, I don't know, are they broken or what's this called? We have 4 minutes to engage them in melee. Huh. I don't know what's up with them. They have 90. Oh, that's a small regiment. And the battle ends. Yeah, we gave them 200 losses. And we took their 5 artillery pieces as well. So, apparently, pointless battles will still happen in patch 1.10. It's a Confederate major victory as well. Yeah, major victories are only calculated by the percentage of troops lost. So I think they lost more than 22 or 24%, and then it constitutes as a major victory. That's one way of calculating minor or major victories. And Pickett has become famous for this. Oh yeah, the AI is really hard to beat in this game at the hardest difficulty level. I'm super impressed. Yeah, we captured 2 soldiers, but we paroled them because we don't have a prison camp. Alright. There are more graphical unit interface bugs and annoying stuff, but I just wanted to show you that 1.10 still has certain issues to it, to say the least. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.